Chapter 35. Kehlani's POV. Once again I skipped school, out in the cold as early as 5:30 am. I couldn't sleep last night, images haunting me. I decided that there was only one person I could go to, that could actually help me. Hey! I breathed, avoiding eye contact as he stared down at me, not saying a word. Get in. I walk into the familiar setting, remembering all the memories made here. It's only minutes to 6. Kehlani, what are you doing here? I need your help. Trying to avoid looking down at his defined chest. Do you now? After you slapped me and left me sitting there, you need my halo? I'm sorry, Owen. I'm sorry. He sighs, his eyes softening. What is it? A tilde. Whoa. That's okay. So I am guessing you need evidence. Exactly. He nods slowly and I bite my lip. All right. I'm on it. I let out a breath before leaning back into the couch. Why couldn't you ask your boyfriend? He raises an eyebrow, heading over to his kitchen, and I sigh. WR left off on bad terms, I murmur, pushing a lock of hair behind my ear, and I look away, fidgeting with my fingers. My eyes drift to the picture in the wall. One of me and him. I walk towards it, a small smile tugging at my face at the memory. We were at the beach, as early as this, and he insisted on me covering him with sand, and when I finally did, he made me take a selfie with him. You still have this, I murmur. Why would I ever get rid of it? He was right behind me, breath fanning against my ear. Clearing my throat, I step away. I should probably get going. I have other things to do. He nods. I'll call you. Hey, he grabs my arm and I look back at him. Be careful. A tilde. Draco's POV. She ditched school again and was nowhere to be seen. Dang it. I bang my hand on the table as her phone goes to voicemail yet again. What could she possibly be doing? Give her some space, Draco. Blue says, easy for you to say. Your girlfriend is right here with you. I'm going to look for her. Don't do anything stupid, he wants, but I can't promise that. She wasn't home. She wasn't at school. She wasn't at the cafe. So where could she be? Things must be rough for her. I understand. Kehlani explained that she bumped into her mother after 17 years. And this thing with Jude? No doubt she's going to make a big deal out of this. But Kehlani and I should be going through it together. Instead she's pushing me away, and making me feel useless. A tilde. Kehlani. What is it that you could possibly want from me? I question the man and he glares at me. You drugged me. What? Not this again. Do you think I'm stupid? I could taste the pills in my food, Kehlani. I did no such thing. I don't have time for this. I move to leave but my father stops me. His tone smug. Mr. and Mrs. Holmes called me. Jude's parents. What's her surname again? You're in trouble, Kehlani. I hope that you know exactly what you're doing. Throwing you away might be easier than I thought. A tilde. The breeze was colder around this season. The weeds were probably the only plants surviving, simply because they stole from others to supply themselves. My tears felt frozen on my face as I sat in the abandoned playground. It would have been creepy if it wasn't for the feeling of depression crushing my every other feeling. Plus it's not the first time I've been here. I like the silence and strong winds. I like the feeling of the sun as it disappears. I sniff, wiping away my tear. When the world's against you, where do you go from there? I could go to jail. Dang it. Why is this happening? Is your phone dead? Or did you just forget about the evidence? How did I not hear the crunching? Owen appears beside me and I frown, trying quickly to get rid of the tears. No sense in getting rid of them now since I've seen them a million times. I sigh, staring out as he leans back on his palms. You know everything's gonna be okay. Chapter 36. Lots of errors. Kehlani. The day just dragged by, sitting in the passenger seat, I nearly scream as I noticed Draco's car in my driveway. Alright, scream was a stretch, but this looked bad. Very bad. A tilde, A tilde, A tilde, Draco's pov. What's he doing here? Kehlani frowns, walking closer to the window. We were all seated, waiting for Kehlani after we found the envelope at the doorstep. Who's he? Owen, her ex, she mumbles, and I feel my jaw tick, as a familiar feeling of jealousy hits me when Kehlani steps out of his vehicle and says something to him. She smiles, rolling her eyes before walking in. She eyed my car, taking a deep breath before opening the door. She hasn't contacted me. I haven't seen her. She just dropped off the radar, only for her to return from who knows where with her ex. She was supposed to let me in, let me be the one to comfort her. Of course I didn't believe that it was her to put off the pictures. Kehlani would never go that far, and avoided conflict. Yet she didn't even trust me with that bit of information. Feeling fairly disheartened and betrayed, I grab my car keys and walk past her quickly. To my despair, she doesn't even try to get me to stay, just watches me as I get into my vehicle and drive off. Is that what relationships are supposed to be like? Of course not. But what was I to do? I felt like every time I had to pry the information out of her when she's my girlfriend, she should fail me and let me be there for her. Jealousy was slowly turning into anger, and anger soon turned into rage as I noticed her ex's vehicle parking at a nearby coffee shop. I park behind him, getting out, and confronting him. Where were the two of you? I waste no time, my eyes seeing red as he sizes me up and down. Can I help you? I grab his collar and his face hardens as I slam him onto his vehicle. Where did you go with my girlfriend? I growl out. No wonder she never tells you anything. You think you can get information by beating it out of me. If I didn't know your family, Draco, I would have planted a bullet in your head the moment you overstepped your boundary. He whispered the last part and my grip loosens. He shoves me back harshly, but I catch his hand and use my knee to join with his stomach. He groans and I lower my lips to his ears. Who are you, really? He knows about my family. Is he a part of the foundation too? Someone you don't have your worry about. He steps back, irritated. Kehlani's all yours. I'm no good for her anyway. You won't see me around much. Goodbye. He throws me a warning glare before walking off and I watch him walk away. Does he really know? I remember when I first found out. Babe, I have something to tell you, my mom says, sitting, and my dad playfully glares at her. We have something to tell you, she corrects. I was only 16, but I knew the look on her face. She was nervous and was about to talk my ear off. Sure, go ahead. Well, there's no easy way to say this, and you might not even believe us, but we used to be in the mafia. The say, slowly gauging my reaction. Makes sense, is all I say, and my mom's mouth drops open. What? I mean, your dating story's kinda weird. You suddenly met dad in the rain, and he chased you home for no reason and spent the night. The next day you fell in love. I raise an eyebrow, and my dad looks at my mom in disbelief. I panicked. She defended. Also, why does our house have over 200 types of knives just for chopping fish? I purse my lips as my dad once again gaped at my mom. Hey, you're the one who wanted a weapon room, and the guns under the stairway, the hidden safe behind mom's portrait, the blades hidden inside my lamp, the numerous hidden cameras around the house, the man, Pito, who always talks about things in weird code names. But I play GTA, so I kinda get the gist. Okay, we get it. We're bad at hiding things. My dad jokes and my mom grinned. You're so observant, like your father. She coos and I nearly gag as our kisses her cheek.